Most welcome to the Voice of Evolution. And so let's talk about what is going to happen, as people are very, very curious. But then again, it's all about our own intentional settings and keeping away from the mainstream. So this new moon in the Aquarian vibrations is going to be extremely intense, as it matches up totally with the new golden road into lighted Atlantis. And so where evolution actually matches the continuum. So that is a great way to put up your meditational space with new intentions and truly cutting out all of the old, meaning your space out to the green and golden movement that brings through evolution for self and inviting actually a complete new route for self, a new lifestyle, let's say a new way of telepathic thinking, because these gates will definitely open up. And so that is, if we look at the astrological belt, we truly need to move through the old galactic belt and move into the higher vibrations. So, and that is different for each sign actually, because if we think back many years ago, like when the hippie movement was going on in 1962, the year I was born, then that is exactly what is coming around now, a new hippie movement, people moving out of the mainstream density and moving into the shoes from the old age, or that vast pattern in Capricorn, the details actually, and reaching into the mountaintop, because that is exactly what a Capricorn is. They overlook everything, they load detail about detail, and when that moves into Aquarius or green light go, that is extreme, deep, detailed shifts coming through. So put your intentions really in a detailed measure. That is what I could suggest here, because the Aquarian age and green light go is about letting definitely go and making up the finalizations, as at the same time Mercury is going retrograde, meaning that the detail in communication with green light go is going to be intensified. And so coupling that to the highest of heart level energies coming to Venus and Andromeda, or if in a higher vibration, moving the pink dragon through, opening that energy field in your heart center with green light go in your high heart, then you have just about everything with moving into evolution and breaking loose from old connections once and for all, in businesses, lifestyle, and partnering with others. Especially no more listening to the mainstream news or anything that is dense forces, because they cling to your energy field. So if your vibration matches the matrix or the density that is getting worse and worse, then that sticks in your field. And when you do not allow these dense fields and live full time in the higher frequency to crystalline grid alignment that is there for everybody that have been settled all over the earth plane, worldwide, in every continent up till now, then you have a great set to move forward even quicker and quicker and quicker. Because again, if we think as a cosmological being, then we are connected to the new Milky Way, the new sun stream, the new great central sun, and the renewal to the great centralizer, the great moon centralizer. So everything between the moon and the sun realigning to the new Milky Way gives you the option, actually, when that moves with all 12 universes, that moves with the 12 signs in astrology, and that gives you the option to move into the crystalline grids, which I talk about like massively in my new book, Between the Moon and the Sun, which is a true story written on Facebook Messenger, and communicating like 5 hours a day with another entity in the UK, explaining ascension, explaining truth, explaining what works, what doesn't work, and why people are still screaming it out for healing, while we could do we don't have to do so much, just aligning to a foundational grid through which any crystal grid in the galaxies, in the universe, can align to you and lift you out of the matrix that keeps you in the soul jail, so to speak, and moves your consciousness full time into spirit. Because what is actually the use of connecting to a new moon energy when not being connected to where that particular outlet and energy shift stations, which are the crystalline grids? So here also you can read about it, but you can also align to it should you wish to finally break through, get your energy field settled with all 12 universes, and at least have that spiritual body out there in a crystalline grid. That takes a few alignments. I have these courses out there which you can do over and over and over, and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. Because what is going to happen, as I said, like it may feel like a hippie movement, but it's actually a big out of the box thinking that will happen. Like brains will open up to the higher telepathic waves. You can have actually a new photosynthesis when moving beyond the old photon belt. And so these photographs open up and open up all in the frontal lobe regions, which is going to pulse faster and faster and faster. Our energy will be able to spin faster and faster depending where you are at in your ascension vibration. And that is different for everybody, of course, but the spinning is actually a universal constant, because the universe is not going to hold back the shift. It's a matter of us respecting it and aligning and moving through it. So what I was going to say, that as the cells start spinning faster with our axis position in the cosmos, then quite naturally anything that is old medication and stuff cannot catch up with the body. So let's say through healing, or sorting out healing through the medication that is going on today on the airplane, will not be able to do anything anymore to the body. Because if cells move into a larger division, and medication moves in a slower division, how can that possibly catch up? It's impossible. It was meant to be. It was meant to be to uplift people up back in their authenticity and their health, coming through diet and exercise. But that is not enough in this incoming year 2021. It is really requiring light alignments that you should feel throughout the day at all times. Feeling the vortexes through your feet, your hand, moving healing through, becoming the eternal healer, the eternal self in the eternal grids is all that you need to be able to heal yourself out and help other people heal out. So that is what you can learn in these courses and truly start to manifest onto the higher level, because it's going to be critical that you teach yourself how to do that, even with the severe diseases, because we are living a time here with this new moon in Aquarius. Green light go means intensity, big shifts, like they happen before you can even realize it, and that needs to move into a movement of equality, love. So there's going to be a great protest actually against the mainstream, because we do have human rights. And so the let's say the Iranian vibrations are, which are shifting very quickly, are going to flip the communication that comes through that beautiful, beautiful lavender ray in Mercury, is going to bring the detail through. So we have Aquarius, which has to deal with the mountaintop. So Capricorn energies, bridging the old and stationing extreme details and completion in relationships, lifestyle, connections, businesses, almost everything. And that getting a split shift in communication, like you have no option to hold back anymore, because it's going to come out. That is what is going to happen. And then we move that in the beauty of Venus Andromeda in the heart center, and not any other center, that moves in the high heart, where the green light go is stationed, with the aquamarine vibration. So if you can follow up, you can make your own detailed meditation here quite easily. And that alignment in a space and grid that is gridded on the other side in the crystalline grid. So it's all about the bridge this year, the bridge in the new age or Aquarian age, and lifting yourself up there and understanding it. Without understanding, there's no way to go, and it can be taught so easily. So I would strongly suggest read it about the grids, about healing, about a really strong conversation in my book Between the Moon and the Sun, because that has been going on for years and years, and I thought it was very beneficial for people to just read how a conversation can go about ascension, how restricted people feel, and how massively fragmented we have been. So we all have the assignment to keep ourselves out of the fragmentation, or to reunite our entire organism with the light organism of the earth, and with the energies in the cosmos, or going or spinning vibrations, coming into terms with the communication that is out there with other species, such as the giant species within other planets and so on. and grounding the elements that will bring through new nutrition for the body, as the cell division will go faster with the new moon in Aquarius, but it will last. It will last for the entire year. So there is no option as then be obedient to divine will versus free will. Free will has no way to go because the divine knows what is best for you. And if you follow that road into lighter Atlantis vibrations, we must have noticed somehow that late at night in the skies are pink for many months now, meaning that is the new vibrations not only coming from Venus, who's very close, and the galactic aspect Andromeda. It's a matter of aligning to the higher frequencies or dialogues coming through the pink way, merging with lavender and green in the high heart. Then you have quite some potent energies going on, and from there on you can really decide to recreate your world. And that is what this new moon, pardon me, is about. Because if you stay stuck in the old and you don't do the work, or you feel the resistance and it's so hard for you to get over it, then maybe you lack a little bit of understanding, a little bit of alignments, and knowing how to work with the 12 ways of creations, which are the 12 ways we have in the astrological belt. And that is so beautiful to learn about these days. My individual sessions will go into individual assistance and mentoring you and assisting you to see what is best for you to move on and keep these tracks very high, so you can evolve every day and have fun with it. Because not having fun or listening to the mainstream, I would say cut that out. Cut your television out, cut your TV stations out, or any network radio stations. Create your own musical charts and connect to the universe. But there also is a new decision to be made for individuals worldwide, and that is actually inviting new specialties within self, which come through the green light go, or this full moon potent shift that will shift your consciousness when aligned. Nothing happens just like that. We need to align, and that is the least of respect we can give to the divine in order to get these shifts, right? Otherwise, we're going to have a pretty difficult time. Alignment to divine can be easy. We can just go all day saying, I'm one with my source, I'm one with my source, I'm one with my spark. On the other side, it's the I am faculties, your I am field with all 12 universes in it, and 144 levels of consciousness to realign the brain through that changes all of the time, can change ourselves. So it's all about lifting the earth into the higher frequencies, which we need to align our vibration in order to move into a new organism, so to speak, because that will happen. And so we can breathe through new nutrients apart from food and exercise. So here I have this other book if you would like to align to the highest energy field space to manifest your new life. Write it out in business, in private alignments, in what you would like to see, and have new interests actually, because that is what will matter. Having new interests and, watching beautiful tutorials on YouTube that assist you to reconnect with the animal kingdom, reconnect and learn about the elements. For example, apart from teaching yourselves through books or seminars or workshops I have out there. So here my book, Instant Manifestations through the Ancient Ways, is really going to assist you in setting your field where you can manifest just anything you wish for. So it's all in the description box. Look it up. It's such a nice thing. You can write it out, rewrite it, move into the alignments and the spiritual body in the grid and call forth what you really would like to see manifesting this year. So ending up with it, let's pull out a card from my I Am faculty book, my own designed cards with that beautiful Celtic knot. And I design them with the elements water, ether, earth, air, which is very important. The air that we breathe, that should lift into the universal breathing system. So let's see what we have to say for this new moon in Green Light Go vibes, along with the beauty of the pink way, higher dialogues coming through lavender. So, ooh, Jeezy. I am light codes, the letter U. It's all about you, you see. Light codes manifesting you. I am you. It's card 23. Wonder what that was about. So here, yeah, for those who haven't seen, my I Am mentor cards are there to assist you. So this is absolutely great. The green letter U. How matching isn't that with the green light go and this new moon actually in Aquarius. So what does it say? It is in the big black potent universe that every single phenomena is a U, Y-O-U, or a U, just a letter U, a component, because it simply affects all of us. So, and the representation of the letter U to the green, yellow, pale white rays unfold green light go knowledge through the houses of light or Shambhala. And so this white cream way and a beautiful Christ light way, moving that with the green dragon. YouTube, think about YouTube. I'm gonna give you an exercise with it. And is asking you to unfold the true meaning of self, unlighted within this universe, just about everything we talked about, right? So what you can do is, when tuning the letter U within each energy wheel or chakra, starting out with the root chakra, and for a while, so that will align you into a tube of light, a U-tube, through which you can expand. So what do you need to do is simply tone U and visualize that letter, green letter U in your root. And you do that for a while, and then you move up the sacral center, the solar, the heart, the throat, the eye center, and your crowning glory. So if you do that, yeah, let's say for 10 minutes, and at least bring the letter U in each center, you will see you create a tube of light, a U-tube, and that expansion that comes with us symbolizes that you have succeeded many lessons and are already to flourish into a broader vision of self and self-awareness. So how beautiful is that? Who are you? What is your space and place in the universe? What should you change to move forward into a new version of you? What is holding you back, and how you can prove your connections into new connections? Again, everything we talked about. So here, releasing the old connections, relationships, I cannot stress it enough. It's really imperative. Move through it and move with the elements. And I have a great, but an absolutely great meditation that takes about an hour to release one connection after the other in your glands, through the vagus nerve, through the root, to every energy field, and then that moves through all the energy fields around you. And so that relationship will never ever be able to enter your space again in this life. So that is very deep, because I work with codes, I work with ways, and I'll let you move that through it. So you just need to put a name on the code and you release it. And you release it. Takes a bit of work, but it's so much fun to do. So I strongly suggest that. So here with this U letter, with this green light go card, there is always a suggestion to look deeper into your domicile and change or eliminate those things that are not really a part of you, which may be many things at times. So yeah, things you copied from other people, things you're afraid of to express and become, things like habits that you took over due to education or possibly job requirements, and you know, that old stuff. Cut it out. Boom. So here, that is what I have. So for those interested in the book, and also these I am cards, these are actually, I got 55 I am cards and energies to work with, and they are such a great inspiration as I gift you with 4 I am mantras every day. And so you can move into the higher degrees of self-awakening, self-realization, and moving on with evolution, which is always paving the road into true gold. So how beautiful is that, to finish that up? So yeah, every information is in the description box, and if you have questions, just shoot. Individual consultations are on there as well, just to get you moving. But apart from that, I got my book Between the Moon and the Sun, which is fun to read because it will awaken you, and you will have fun with the conversation that have been kept into its highest level of authenticity. And so my book, Moving into the Ultimate Ancient Manifestation Tools, or this book with my I am cards, because I am is what is going to change everything. So that's a great gift also to people living in great pain, and during these transitioning times. So thank you so much for being with me. If you liked my information, please share it, and yeah, subscribe. So most of the time I put out a video on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, and getting my voice of evolution into the higher degrees of information, which is essentially a necessity, truly. So wish you all so much good luck, and please align to this deep full moon, new moon actually, because yeah, it will bring the deepest of shifts through. Thank you. See you next week. Thank you.